more unique he was getting, and how his sound was developing, and how people just were kind of gravitating to his music even more. But with this new project, what were some of your initial thoughts on it, and kind of like your overall takeaways?
Fire.
Finally got an
Fire,
album
bro.
that we love.
Fire, bro. Like, I think this was his best complete album. And I could tell I didn't know it was that producer, but I can, like, it had like remnants of his DNA as a producer in this WestCon. Cause some of the beats I'm like, but how it started off really got me, bro. The first 5 songs, bro. Love Sickness, bro, how that came on, and then it just transitioned to Let Her Go. Like, bro, I'm like, okay. But my favorite song is obviously For Me, bro. That sample.
Oh, yes, man.
We will be my girl. But I was like, oh, this sound familiar. Because before I saw the stuff that you sent for our podcast, I saw it was on a playlist I was listening to when I was working out. And I was like, bro, why does it sound like the Elephant Man or something? Then I looked and I was like, oh, this is Don Toliver.
Yep.
It's simple. I was like, bro, I played that song about 1,000,000 times. And then I saw you put the album. I was like, he got an album coming out?
Yeah. And he was putting out a bunch of clips. He was putting out a bunch of teasers for it as well.
Bro, that's fire, bro. Yeah, this whole album fire. Even with the Charlie Wilson, I thought that was going to be like super weird.
I loved it.
Worked. It worked, bro.
Charlie Wilson works on every feature. He just does not miss on a feature, man. Like he
Never,
can't.
Bro.
He can't.
Even in the end, he was like, Charlie, get out this room. I was like, why is he talking in a third person, bro? You already good. And I was like, what? You weird. But nah, this was fire though, bro. This is Got Saved. Mm-hmm. Got Saved. Yeah, I've been listening to it for a minute now. Yeah. So, it came out yesterday.
Literally came out yesterday, man.
And I've just been listening to it. Like, that's the only album. I listened to Tink's album too. Well, listening to Tink album, trying to, broaden my horizon with female artists, trying to. It's so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But nah, this was,
bro. He's just elevating. I feel like every album, like he's putting out, he's just becoming more comfortable. Like, when can you tell an artist is just like kind of fully getting in their own zone and like just really kind of finding themselves and being secure in what they're putting out?
I think he's just speaking for Don Toliver, I think he's already was in that niche. Because at first we all, obviously when you get introduced from the artist who signed you with Travis Scott, you have similarities to him. That's why he signed you. Yeah. Like you're marketable because you're just like me.
Same range.
But he like quickly distinguished himself between him and Travis Scott. And then you guys are not, like, he carried most of Travis Scott's songs, but it sounded, then you have that distinguishedness in different albums, different singles, and then your sound. I think he's already had his similar sound. Obviously it's auto-tunes, but how he changes his voice, the falsetto sometimes. And now I think he finally got to a point where he can put out a full body of work that you can't skip. Because, I mean, I've saved like probably 4 or 5 songs from each project that he's done, but this saved all of them.
The most, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's finally realizing how to put out a full body of work that's sustainable throughout. Like, I'm not going to get tired of hearing your sound, right? So I think he's trying to figure out that niche with this album. And obviously, when you work with different producers, they bring something out of you. And then I love the Brent Faiyaz. I didn't know what to expect with that one because it's 2 different styles.
Yeah, I was wondering how that was going to mesh, and it worked well.
It worked well. Shout out to the producer. I think that's because they sampled Brent Faiyaz, I think one of his songs or whatever, and obviously Don Toliver wrote over that, and then you switch it up at the end so Brent Faiyaz can kind of like eat off, kill.